Hi guys, I'm here with my little puppy Buster here. You say hi? Not really? Okay. Yeah. So it's time for a new letter. Do you guys know what letter we're doing? Buster, do you know what letter we're doing? You don't? No? Okay. You want to sit over here and help me? There you go. Good job, bud. You sit right there. You can help me teach. Well, it's a good thing we have our mystery box, huh, Buster? Maybe it's got some clues. Maybe even, hopefully, a treat. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, we have some pumpkin. Do you like pumpkin? Sometimes. A pencil. Do you use a pencil? No, but you're kind of curious what it is. Ooh, some popcorn. Maybe we can share that later. What do you think, buddy? He likes popcorn. Oh, how cute. Do you see this? It's a penguin. Penguin mom and baby. So cute. I'm going to put that laying down just so I don't want to break. Oh, okay, you can lay down too? Cool. A panda. Wonder what popcorn, penguin, pencil, pumpkin, and panda have in common. I know. They all start with the letter P. And look, there's pizza. Oh, my favorite. Okay, time to put this stuff away so we can learn our letter. What do you say, Buster? Yeah? Okay. So that's all put away. Put that over here. It's time to get dun, 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 the letter of the day. It's the letter P. Woohoo! Now, big P and little p look a lot alike. But when we're writing them on lines, the bottom of the circle of the P is on a line. So it's already on the ground pretty much, and it goes below ground. But this likes to stand tall on the ground. So there's a little bit of difference, but we're just going to focus on how they kind of look. They look pretty similar, huh? Well, let's start with our big P. It's going to be a straight line down. We come back up, and we do one big belly on top. Ta-da! It's like a B, but we don't do the second belly. If we had a second belly, it'd be a B. That's pretty easy, right? Let's try that one more time. Ready? Straight line down, belly on top. Ta-da! That's our big P. Now our little p is pretty much the same thing. And remember, see how their tummies are facing the same way? We've got to make sure we face the same way. So we're going to do straight line down, belly on top. Ta-da! One more time. Straight line down, belly on top. Easy peasy. I know we could do it. So we see our P's, and we've written them. Now what sound do you think P makes? It makes the sound P. Now it's kind of silly. You put your lips together, and you roll them in, and then you blow them out as hard as you can. Ready? P. Like you're puffing out air. P. That's it. P. So P says P. So we're going to do our silly song. It goes, P says P, 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 P. P says P, 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 P. P says P, 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 P. P says P. I know it's hard to hear me say it because it's just air that comes out. But I know you guys can do it too. So let's see. We've seen our letters. We know how to write them. We know our sound. It must be time for an activity. Now I'm going to show you what our activity is, but I still need some supplies. Okay? So let's put this over here. Today we're going to use our letter P to make a daddy peacock and a baby peacock. So we've got our big capital P and our lowercase p. But I have to get some paint, my paintbrush, some water, and some extra paper. And if you guys want to do it too, you can go get it. Maybe you have finger paint, maybe you have markers, maybe you have crayons. But I'm going to go get my stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have some watercolors here, and I have a cup filled with water, and I have my paintbrush. Now, with watercolor, the less water you use in the paint, the stronger the color is going to be. And sometimes you have to go over it a couple times to make it a stronger color. But, you know, it's kind of playing and seeing. So what I first do is I first get my paintbrush in the water just a little bit. And I want to use the red because I want the red to stand out so I remember what letter it is, okay? So I have some red on my paintbrush. Now I'm going to draw my P, my capital P, my big P. So it's a straight line down. And then I go back to the top and I draw a belly on top. I'm just going to do a little more red on top just so we can make sure we can see it later. There we go. So there's my capital P. Okay. Now we got to clean my paintbrush and we're going to do our feathers. Now the feathers on the peacock are kind of a blue color. So I'm going to use blue. And then I'm going to make kind of thin and big rainbows. So I'm going to do sideways rainbows. I can start on either side. I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to do kind of thin. I'm going to get more paint as I go to make sure I can see my rainbows. All right. Now remember, only the boys were called peacocks and had these beautiful feathers. They were the colorful ones to attract the girls and also to attract the predators because they wanted to make sure that they protected the girls, right? Then, here we'll do another thin, small one up top. And we're going to keep going around. The girls were called peahens and they were kind of, oopsies, they were kind of a brown color, right? Because they had to blend into the rocks to protect their babies. And the babies were called peachecks. Oopsies, that was kind of going the wrong way. That's okay. So keep going with the rainbows until you get to the very bottom. Ready? Uh-oh, I need a little bit more on that one, so I'm going to get a little more water, a little more blue. There we go. So there's our feathers. So I clean off my paintbrush. And now what I want to do is peacocks use their beak to eat, right? So I'm going to get some orange to make their beak. And I'm going to give it a triangle shape. And I'm going to color it in. So there's my beak. Okay, then I clean off my paintbrush. I like to push my paintbrush against the side of my cup to help get out some of the extra water. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the purple in the pretty eye feathers of the male peacock, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a circle just along the outside. I'm going to make that a little more darker. Okay, I'm going to do that each of the feathers. It's kind of a circle, kind of an oval. You just want to make sure there's a gap so we can leave the next color, which will be green. We're going to put green in the middle because remember, the pretty eyes had different colors inside, right? So, got to keep doing the circles. What letter was shaped like a circle that we learned about yesterday? That's right, the letter O. Good job. So you just keep going around. I keep getting more circles, or more paint. With this one, you can kind of leave it open, or you can kind of close it. I'm going to close mine. That means just make it a circle instead of leaving it open at the bottom. Whoopsies. Gotta get more on that one. I think I need a little more water on that one too. There, that helps the brush stay together. A little more water helps the brush stay together. So now we've got our purple. Now the color I used inside the purple is a green. So I clean off my paintbrush and I'm going for green. This one you can just kind of color inside if you want instead of trying to create another circle. And you just keep going back and forth with the green, filling it in. When it dries, if you want, you can go back with some more paint and paint yellow over it. But if you do it right now, it'll be really hard to see the yellow. So I'm just going to leave mine green. Okay? And you just take your time filling it in. You do the best you can. I went a little bit on my purple, and that's okay. I'm just trying my best. Okay, there we go. There's my green. Now, we're forgetting something on the peacock's face. What does the peacock use to see? That's right, its eye. So I'm going to give it a black eye. So I've got some black. I'm going to make a small circle. Well, it's a pretty big circle, but I'm going to make a circle for the eye. And then remember, it had special crowns. So I'm going to draw some straight lines on top using the black to represent the crown. And there is my capital P. Now on my same paper, I'm going to do a lowercase p, and I'm going to do the same thing, except it's a little bit different. I'm going to use my red again for the body, just so I know that that's the letter we're looking at today, okay? So I'm going to do it right down here. Ready? So straight line down, and then a belly on top. There's the P. Okay. The next thing we did is the beak. So that's orange Got to get our orange out. What shape did I use for the beak? That's right, a triangle. I'm going to do that again. Ready? It's a smaller triangle because it's a smaller bird, and that's okay. Next, I want to give it its eye and its crown. So what color did I use for the eye and crown for the daddy? That's right, some black. So I'm going to use some black. So there's my little eye, little circle, and some straight lines up. There's its little crown. Now for the feathers, we're only going to do it on the big long line of the body. Now I know the peacock doesn't get its tail until like 2 or 3 years old, so we're going to pretend our baby peacock's about that age. So I'm going to get some blue again. Ready? And we're going to do thin, ooh, that's pretty, sideways rainbows. Whoopsies, that was a little big, that's okay. Down the side, there we go. And just like before, clean our paintbrush in between. We get some purple. This time I'm just going to do a line because that's kind of covering the middle for the eye. We're going to say they're big eyes on the feathers. Clean the paintbrush. And now I got to get a little bit of green. Okay? This one's a little tricky. You're just going to go right over it. And sometimes it doesn't quite show up right away. You kind of just have to wait. But you can kind of get there. And there's our little baby peacock. So now we have our capital P and our lowercase p and our daddy peacock and baby peacock. So now we have our letters. How cool is that? Now you guys can do this on your own, or you can rewind and do it with me, and that's okay too. But I have a couple challenges for you, my friends. I want you guys to go on a scavenger hunt and find as many different things that start with P. We found some peacocks. We saw pencil, pizza, panda, pumpkin. What other stuff do you have? I don't know. You have to find out and let me know. And we'll see if you have more than I do, okay? That's part of it. The other part of it, I want you to see if you can make any other pictures using the P. Maybe you can turn it into a pig. Maybe you turn it into something else. I don't know. But I can't wait to see what you're going to turn it into. Well, until next time, my friends, may God bless you and your families. Bye.